Hello, and welcome back to Speak Slow English, the podcast where we make learning English simple, fun, and super friendly. I'm your host, Emily.
And I'm Jake. It's so great to have you all listening today. We've got a really interesting topic that I think you're going to love.
Yes, today we're talking about something a little different. We are going to talk about the common English mistakes that even native speakers make.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite topics. It's so important because it shows that nobody is perfect.
Exactly. Sometimes when you're learning a language, you feel so much pressure to get everything right. But the truth is, we all make mistakes, and today we're going to prove it.
Totally. So if you've ever felt bad about mixing up a word or two, just know that you are not alone. So Emily, where should we start? What's the first big one?
I think we have to start with the classic. The number one mistake I see online, in text messages, everywhere, is your versus your.
Oh, absolutely. That is the champion of all mistakes. It's everywhere.
It really is. And the reason is simple. They sound exactly the same when we speak. There's no difference in pronunciation. So let's break it down. Let's start with your, spelled Y-O-U-R.
Right. So Y-O-U-R shows possession. It means something belongs to you.
Mm-hmm. For example, I could ask you, Jake, is this your water bottle?
Exactly. Or I could say, I love your new jacket. The jacket belongs to you.
Perfect examples. So that's your. Now what about your, spelled Y-O-U apostrophe R-E?
This one is a contraction. That's a fancy word for two words squished together. It's short for you are.
That's the key. You are. So you would use it in a sentence like, you're listening to a podcast.
Right. Or you're doing an amazing job with your English studies. See? I used both.
Very good, Jake. That's a perfect sentence to show the difference. So for our listeners, the easiest trick is this. When you write the word, ask yourself, can I say you are here?
Mm-hmm. The replacement test.
Yeah. If the sentence still makes sense with you are, then you should use Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. If it doesn't make sense, you need the other one.
Let's try it. I like you are jacket. Nope, that sounds weird. So it has to be I like your jacket.
Perfect. Now let's try, you are doing a great job. That sounds perfect. So we can write, you're doing a great job.
It's such a simple trick, but it works every time. And seriously, don't feel bad if you mix them up. My own brother, a native speaker, sends me texts with the wrong your all the time.
Oh, me too. Friends, family, it's just one of those things that happens when you're typing fast. Your brain knows the difference, but your fingers sometimes don't.
Exactly. It's a typo more than a grammar mistake for native speakers, I think.
I agree. Okay, are you ready for the next one? This one is a family of mistakes.
Ooh, a family. Let me guess. Is it there, and there?
You got it. The three TH words that sound the same but mean very different things.
The triple threat. Yeah, this is another one I see all over the internet.
So let's break them down one by one. First up is there, spelled T-H-E-R-E.
Okay, so T-H-E-R-E is usually about a place or a location. I have a little trick for this one. The word here is inside the word there, T-H-E-R-E, and here is also about a place.
Oh, I love that. That's a fantastic memory trick. So, for example, let's go over there, or the keys are on the table over there.
Right. It also has another common use to start a sentence like, there is a problem, or there are many people here.
Yes, that's a great point. It's a very useful word. So that's T-H-E-R-E. Now, let's talk about there, spelled T-H-E-I-R.
Okay, T-H-E-I-R. This one is possessive, just like your. It shows that something belongs to a group of people.
For example, the children finished their homework. The homework belongs to the children.
Yep. Or my friends forgot their tickets for the concert. The tickets belong to them. A little trick for this one is the letter I in the word, T-H-E-I-R. The I can remind you of a person.
Another great trick. You're full of them today, Jake. Okay, so we have there for place, there for possession. What's the last one?
The last one is there, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. And just like your, this is a contraction. It's the short form of they are.
Exactly. The apostrophe is the big clue here. It tells you that a letter is missing. So, they're my best friends is the same as they are my best friends.
Right. Or look at those birds. They're flying south for the winter. It means they are flying.
So, once again, you can use that same replacement trick. If you can replace the word with they are and the sentence makes sense, then T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E is the one you need.
I feel like the main reason native speakers mix these up is just speed. We're typing so fast on our phones and computers that our thumbs just pick the first there they find.
I totally agree. It's almost never because they don't know the rule. It's just a slip. It's a very human thing to do. So if it happens to you, just correct it and move on. No big deal.
For sure. We're all just trying our best. Okay, so that's the big family of mistakes done. This is going really well.
It is. And you know, this feels like a good moment to pause and say a quick hello to everyone listening.
Good idea. Hey everyone, Jake here. If you're enjoying our conversation and finding these tips helpful, we would really appreciate it if you could take just 1 second to hit the like button on this episode.
Yes, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Speak Slow English. We post a new episode every single day to give you consistent, easy practice.
Daily episodes, it's the best way to improve. Also, your comments mean the world to us. We read every single one. It really helps our small podcast reach more learners like you.
It really does. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, shall we get back to our list of mistakes? We have one more big one for today.
Let's do it. What's the final boss of common mistakes?
The final boss, I like that. It's less versus fewer. This one is tricky, and I hear native speakers get this wrong constantly.
Oh yeah, this is a subtle one. I feel like I know the rule, but I still have to pause and think about it sometimes before I speak.
Me too, absolutely. So let's try to make the rule as simple as possible. The main idea is about whether you can count the things you're talking about.
Countable and uncountable nouns, right? I remember those from school.
Exactly. So let's start with fewer. You use fewer for nouns that you can count, things that are separate items.
Okay, like books. You can count books. 1 book, 2 books, 3 books.
Perfect. So you would say, I have fewer books than you. Or there are fewer cars on the road today. You can count the cars.
Fewer chairs, fewer people, fewer mistakes, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully fewer mistakes after this episode. So that's fewer for countable things. That means we use less for
things you can't count, uncountable nouns, like liquids or ideas.
Exactly. You can't say 1 water, 2 waters, right? You say some water. So you would say, I should drink less coffee.
Or, there is less snow this year than last year. You can't count each individual piece of snow.
Other examples are things like time, money, and information. You'd say, I have less time today, or I have less money in my wallet.
Okay, that seems clear. Fewer for things you can count, less for things you can't. But what about the classic example? The sign at the grocery store.
Aha, yes, the express lane, the sign that says 10 items or less.
I know, right? You can definitely count items, so according to the rule, it should be 10 items or fewer.
It should, and this is the perfect example of how common this mistake is. So common that it's printed on signs in thousands of stores.
So even the big supermarkets are making this mistake. That makes me feel so much better.
Me too. In spoken English, you will hear people use less for countable things all the time. It's becoming more and more accepted. But if you want to be grammatically correct, especially in writing, remembering the fewer for countable things rule is a great way to make your English sound more precise and educated.
That's a really good point. It's one of those little details that can make a big difference. It shows you really understand the nuances of the language.
You know, speaking of details, there's another apostrophe mistake that's just as common as your and your. I'm talking about its versus its.
Oh, the its and its trap. It's a sneaky one because the rule is the exact opposite of what we normally learn. Usually, an apostrophe S means something is possessive, like Emily's microphone, but not this time.
Exactly. It's a total rule breaker. Let's make it super clear for everyone. IT apostrophe S, its, is always, always, always a contraction of it is or it has. Always.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. And hopefully we've made everyone feel a little more relaxed about making mistakes. It's a normal part of the process.
Absolutely. The goal is communication, not perfection. And now we have a little challenge for you, our wonderful listeners, to help you practice.
Ooh, a challenge. I love this part.
We would love for you to go to the comments section of this episode and write 1 or 2 simple sentences. Try to use one of the words we talked about today correctly.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. It's a great way to practice what you've just learned. It could be something like, you're a great teacher, or their advice was very helpful.
Nice examples, Jake. Or you could write, I have fewer grammar questions now. We'll read your sentences, and it's a wonderful way for us all to learn together.
Definitely. No pressure, just a fun way to engage. And with that, I think our time is just about up for today.
It is. Thank you all so, so much for listening to Speak Slow English today. We had a great time chatting about these common mistakes.
We really did. Remember to be kind to yourself in your learning journey. Every step, big or small, is progress.
That's so true. Don't forget that we have a brand new episode waiting for you every single day, so you can make learning a part of your daily routine.
We can't wait to have you back here with us tomorrow for another conversation. Until then, take care and keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.